There's always something new and always something exciting happening over at the box office, and producer Charlie joins me now to break it all down, so tell me where we start.
Okay, so we got a lot to go through today.
Okay.
So the biggest one that released this weekend is the new Alien movie, Alien Romulus. So this stars Springfield's own Kaylee Spaney. Fantastic in it. So this is the 7th installment in the Alien franchise. It takes place between Alien and Aliens.
This is number 7?
Number 7.
Oh my
and that's
gosh.
not including like the Alien versus Predator films either.
Okay.
So this film follows a group of young space colonists as they scavenge a rundown space station when they come face to face with the most terrifying life form in the universe. So great movie. Ridley Scott, he was the director of the first film, the original Alien.
Okay.
He actually returned, he did a few other of the like later on ones. He actually returns as a producer for this one. And the director, Fede Alvarez, he consulted Ridley Scott and James Cameron, because Cameron directed one of the older films as well.
Wow.
On this one during production, and they both gave him the approval for it. So
I love that.
I honestly really enjoyed it. It definitely has some things that you don't expect in it, and some actual like on the edge of your seat moments too. Kaylee Spaney. She's going places. She,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, she's
like,
booked and busy. She's got a lot of projects.
She is. So this film was actually originally meant to release on Hulu instead of theatrical. But Disney changed it to theatrical.
I love that. Well,
So,
obviously they made
and I
the
mean,
right
it's a
choice.
good choice because the budget was $90 million, and already they're at $102.8
Oh my
million.
gosh, incredible.
So, and that's probably only going to climb. So they already surpassed the budget.
I love that. All right, what else?
So really good. Moving on, we have Skincare. This is an R-rated crime thriller that stars Elizabeth Banks as she plays famed esthetician Hope Goldman, whose skincare business faces sabotage when a rival opens a boutique across the street. Aided by a friend, Hope seeks to uncover who's trying to ruin her reputation. So this also stars Louis Pullman and Luis Gerardo Mendez. Nathan Fillion actually has a little role in this as well.
Okay.
It's a very interesting story. Apparently, it's loosely inspired by a real case where a beauty guru was arrested and later acquitted for murder for hire
I was about
against
to
her
ask
rival.
You if it's like based off of truth, because it just feels a little too real. Like I feel like it
Right,
could be a truth.
right. And I mean, it's a little chaotic of a movie because at the same time you're thinking about Banks' character. What is she thinking? Why is she doing this kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to move the plot along. But it's like at some points, why don't you call the police?
Yeah.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? So overall, worldwide, it's only made $316,000, but it's one of the small. You know, it has Elizabeth Banks, but it's a smaller film.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I only saw the trailer once or twice ever before.
I didn't know about it until you told me about it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a smaller film. If you like Elizabeth Banks and are looking for something fun to watch, I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
maybe
good one.
this
I
is
mean,
it. Yeah.
So moving on, we have Dìdi. This is an R-rated coming-of-age comedy drama. It takes place in the summer of 2008 with an impressionable 13-year-old Taiwanese-American boy when he learns what his family can't teach him: how to skate, how to flirt, and how to love your mother.
Oh, okay.
So this was written, directed, and produced by Sean Wang and stars Isaac Wang and Joan Chen. Joan Chen's actually, she's a pretty big actress, especially in like Taiwanese and other Asian films.
Okay.
But most of this film actually features new actors, like they haven't acted much before. It premiered at the 2024 Sundance Film Festival back in January of this year, before Focus Features acquired the distribution rights. It's honestly I feel like it does very well at getting across a good point. My thoughts as I was watching it was like it shows very well the struggles of trying to figure out your place in the world as a child. And even too, it shows a good point like how later in life, sometimes we question if we chose the right path.
Yeah, I love
know?
those like relatability factors in films.
Yeah, and it's a very, I mean, it's a coming of age, you know. You might have a little moments where you feel sympathetic or, you know, you relate and everything, but it's a good one for sure.
Yeah.
Worldwide, it's made $2.7 million so far. So moving on, though, we got a little bit more of a sci-fi horror.
Oh gosh, okay, lay it on me.
So this is Cuckoo. This actually came out, not this last weekend, but the weekend before. I finally just went to see it. It follows a 17-year-old girl who's forced to move with her family to a resort where things are not what they seem.
Oh.
So this stars Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. They have excellent performances in the
Love
film.
Hunter Schafer, yeah.
Yes, she's great in this. The storyline is honestly, it's good. The first half is definitely better than the second half, in my opinion.
Okay.
I feel like the second half, we kind of just, we got to rush to get everything in here that we didn't get in the first half, you know?
Yeah.
It premiered at the 74th Berlin International Film Festival this February and was originally supposed to release in May, but for some undisclosed reason, it was pushed till this month.
Okay.
So the budget was $7 million, and so far it's made $5.3 million.
So a little
it'll
slow,
probably
but it'll be
break
fine.
even,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you've got one more new one, right?
So moving on, this one actually comes out this weekend. I have to go to an early screening of it.
Okay.
It's called Strange Darling. It's an R-rated thriller where nothing is what it seems when a twisted one-night stand spirals into a serial killer's vicious murder spree.
So casual.
Right. So this stars Willa Fitzgerald and Kyle Gallner. Ed Begley Jr. and Barbara Hershey have some small roles in it.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't have high expectations going into it. I greatly liked it.
Yeah.
The trailer doesn't give everything away, like most trailers do anymore. The twists you probably won't see coming for the most part. You might start getting some suspicions.
Yeah.
And the way they format the film is very unique as well, I feel like. It's not linear. You're kind of jumping around in the story and everything.
Yeah.
So this premiered last September at the Fantastic Fest. So it comes out this weekend, along with The Crow, Blink Twice, and The Forge.
Ooh.
And Blink Twice is Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
kind of eager to see that one.
Very cool.
So streaming this week, we don't have much.
'Kay.
But on Friday, Horizon American Saga Chapter 1, Kevin Costner's film, comes out on Max.
Okay.
Now, Part 2 is supposed to come out this month, but it's been pushed back. I
Oh.
think due to lack of
Interest
in
yeah,
the
I was
first
gonna
one.
say, yeah.
So I never brought myself to see that one, so I don't know how it
Well,
was.
sometimes that's how it goes. Well,
Right.
thank you for all your recommendations. Lots of great films. Go check them out. Check something out on streaming, and Ozarks Live will be right back.